Ciao, Enzo. Nice to see you in here as well. All right, guys, let's see. So we have lovers coming in for you guys. This could be about a relationship, okay? And so, yes, it could be, but it's the lovers, right? And I would say, yes, it's a head or heart decision, but the heart has already picked. And that's massive. For any sign, for your heart to have picked what you love, that's massive. For a sign like Leo, that's even bigger because you guys live from your heart. You guys rule the heart. That's been your lesson to everyone with the North Node in your sign. What do you love? Are you going to live from the heart? Do you love what you do? Do you do what you love? So with the lovers coming in as an underlying energy, for some of you, it's going to be, it doesn't have to just be a relationship. It is going to be for a lot of you, but it's what do you love? Because your heart's picked. Your heart's already picked what you love. But what are you doing? Is your head on board yet? Are you waiting for is your head trying to talk you out of it? That's the only decision. Is your head going to join what your heart has already decided? I always say there's a whole team inside of us, right? And that internal team, it's every different aspect, the practical self, the sexual self, the romantic self, the everything, all of them. They're all inside of you. And some of the team members have said, hey, this is what we love. Let's go for it. And it's now trying to get the rest of the team on board. And it's interesting that that's coming up because we have the 5 of Wands at the heart of your reading. This is internal conflict. This is struggle. 5s, agents of chaos. It feels very intense when we're going through it. Now, for some of you, I will say this, if whatever it is that you love, it feels like you have to compete for it. Because this can be healthy competition, in the workplace or business. It doesn't have to always be something very difficult. Even if it's other people that we're if it's not competition, this can be, where loved ones are telling us, oh, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do this. They're doing it out of love. But it's none of their business. So we have to tell them with the 5 of Wands that, hey, I'm good on this. I've got this. Don't worry. But it is struggle. It can be petty squabbles. It can be arguments. I kind of feel more with the lovers coming up here, with that head or heart kind of opposing each other. What are we going to do? This is internal conflict, especially with the advice being justice, but I'm jumping ahead there. We have Gemini energy. We have Libra energy. We have Aquarius. So you have all the air sign energy here. Some of you are dealing with air signs, or it's that whole kind of Libra season thing that's been going on. All right, guys. So why is there? It makes sense. It makes sense that there's this conflict to go for what you want. Why? Because we have the 10 of Swords as the past energy. Now, traditional, and that's so many signs got this. I can't even repeat which one's got it. Everyone seemed to have got this one today. This is traditionally where the guy is left in the dirt with 10 swords in his back, right? It's overkill. Here we see what the 10 of Swords truly is. It's the aftermath. It's happened. Whatever happened, it's already happened. And it's for you, it's happened even more because it's in the past for you already. But even if this was in the present, I would say to you, look, the worst has already happened. You might be, a lot of you are left at rock bottom with the 10 of Swords coming up. Kind of feel like Leo got something like this last week as well. But, with the 10 of Swords coming up, have a look. Say this all the time. He's got his hands clasped behind his back, surrounded by these swords, which are the memories, right? The nightmare. This is what happened. This is what took place. But they're actually cut free. They're hanging down. So he can put his hands in front of him. He's free to go. He's free to move on. And that's the point of the 10 of Swords. So because it's coming up in your past, this is you getting over something. Now, when we've gotten over something, we're over it, right? Until something comes in that makes us feel vulnerable again, that calls to our heart again, because that always makes us feel vulnerable. Love is, there's nothing difficult about being in love. Bear with me. I know you guys are thinking, what? When you love something, it's the most natural thing in the world because you are love. You can't help that emotion. Have you ever tried not loving something? Like you just love it. It comes from you. But it's everything else that we attach to it. The vulnerability. What if our love's not returned? What if they don't feel the same way about me? What if I get hurt again if I go for this? What if I'm betrayed? Because this can be betrayal and deception. And so you've got this. On the one hand, you've got this awful past. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it, downplay. This is awful. On the one hand, you've got this. On the other hand, you've got this prospect of going for something that you love. Now, it doesn't have to be a physical thing. It might be the idea of, I'm going to go for a new job. I'm going to go for a new partner. I'm going to go try something new. But in the middle is this, the struggle, the conflict. So you're being torn in two different directions here. Why is that? Look at what we have in the present. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the wheel in this deck. And this is opportunities that come. This can be where fate steps in. Oh my God, you know, view, it's going to be like, this is a completely, you know, you can't make this shit moment. That's what's happening in your life. It's like, seriously? I kind of feel like some of you might have gotten over whatever you got over for about 5 minutes and something new's already come in. It's like, oh, you're good now. Okay, let's do this. So that the wheel keeps turning. Now, I will say this to you. And if you've, those of you that have been with me for all the videos, you know I haven't said this to anyone else, not really. When the Wheel of Fortune comes up, it can be a second chance at something that you love. Now, whether that is a new relationship, but it's a second chance at you falling in love with someone, right? Or a new whatever your heart wants. But for some of you, it can be something that returns. That, please, if you've gone through something awful, don't think it's the evil ex or the evil whatever this was that's coming back. Because the wheel is the comp for Jupiter. I usually see it as a change in your luck. A change in luck from this is going to be something good, right? It's not going to be something that's the same. But that's the whole point of the Wheel of Fortune. Having gone through this, you're different. The reason that comes back round again, it's to give you a second chance at doing it differently. Maybe in the past you didn't go for what you loved. Maybe in the past, you know, you thought it was love, or, you know, it's always love when we think it's love, whatever, but it turned out wrong. But you can do it differently. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is telling you. It's a second chance at doing it differently. But that's your struggle right now. So opportunities come in, new beginnings come in with the Wheel of Fortune. We could have met someone and it reminds us of someone from the past. We could be in a situation, like a work situation. It's like, oh my God, is the same shit going to happen again? No. Beautiful energy here. Look, you have 6 cards here, Leo. 6. 4 of them are major arcana. Major arcana. The only 2 that are minor, let me tell you the difference. Major arcana is energy that happens to us, the opportunities that come in for us. Yes, we still have free will. We still have choices on how we deal with that energy. Minor arcana is more the energy that we put out. What are we doing? What are we initiating? How do we want to do this? Well, one of them's in the past. So you did whatever you did to get over this. Now, what's coming from this conflict? But this is, for some of you, this is an amazing connection. And this is why I don't answer questions. When people say to me, how does so-and-so feel about me? How does he feel about me? How does she feel about me? Because sometimes you can feel love for something. It doesn't matter if that person loves you or not. It doesn't matter. Because sometimes you can love something. This is you, Leo, coming up for you. You can love something, but you can still be afraid of how it's going to turn out. We all have fears and doubts. We've all had experiences. We all come from whatever this was. That's why we look at the past, to show us why we are where we are now. I don't know why it almost feels like this, for some of you, I don't know for who this is, but it's kind of even a reward now. It's almost like you've gone, and I don't usually believe in rewards and punishments from the universe, but it could feel like that after you've struggled so much, now this is a beautiful opportunity that's coming in for you. This is that payout. You know, you might have asked yourself a million times, why am I going through this? Why does this keep happening to me? That's why, because now that opportunity comes in. Now, if you take that opportunity, if you act on it, and we are the ones that turn fate into destiny, the Lovers tells you how to do it, to go for what you love. Go for what you love. What comes out of healing and a new beginning? We have the Star coming up here. This is the hope that comes from a new beginning. And you know what? If you're going to pit the Star against the 5 of Wands, the Star is going to win every single time. The Star is going to win every single time. It doesn't have to just be romance. Think about it. Some of you have been at work, competing, fighting for that role, trying to get the job done, you know, it's been like a dog eat dog kind of environment there. Now it's time. The Wheel of Fortune says it's time. Now's your time for your star to shine, for your star to rise. Now, with the star coming up, remember this. There are so many stars in the night sky. You pick the star that you want. You pick the star that you want. That is your guiding light. That's what gives you hope. You know there's guidance. You know where you're going. The downside of this, and that could be the conflict, is it's too good to be true. The star's too far away. It's never going to happen. It's going to take too much to reach it. That's this. And that's based off of this, what happened in the past. But look at what's coming in the bottom row. Wheel of Fortune, the star, and justice. Justice is your advice. Now, what does it say? Why is it saying justice as the advice? I'm not going to lie, guys. For some of you, there is someone coming back to apologize. I don't know what it is. It doesn't mean you have to be with them. It might be the closure that you need. That might be the internal conflict. You know, that whole kind of, I want to throat punch this person, but I also want to move on and get on with my life and go towards something new, right? I want a new beginning. I want that hope that comes from that. But justice can be, it's fairness, it's making amends, it can be apologies. I don't get it so much here, but usually it's seeing both sides of the story. Like somebody could come in and explain why this happened, why they had to do this. I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to do this. I didn't mean to give you the sack. I didn't mean to ditch you, whatever it is. But justice, yes, it's justice is done. It doesn't mean you have to condone anything. It doesn't mean you have to take anyone back. It doesn't mean any of that. I kind of get a sense with the Ten of Swords there that this is final, full closure for you to get healing out of this. But does it throw you? Hell yeah. Yeah, it throws you. 5 of Wands. Right. Let's get you some oracle cards. It's strong, guys. It's strong. And it's almost, it kind of, it's the Wheel of Fortune and the star. Like, these are amazing energies to come in. This is the universe has your back. None of this was in vain. That's what this energy is. All right. So Libra energy is clarified by Aries energy. The Emperor. Taking control of a situation. That's what's kind of needed here. I mean, this is not control. This is lack of control, right? If you're having to compete, if you're having internal struggle, it's getting control over that internal struggle. But the Emperor is telling you one of two things when he comes up. He's either telling you you cannot be, and I'm not really getting stubbornness here, and I know you're a fixed sign. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius always have this reputation of that we're very stubborn. We're fixed, right? So we can't help it. Yes, you know, it could be that. But the Emperor is saying, consider a different way. There's two bits of advice the Emperor card gives us. One is to take control of a situation, because the Emperor, he's in charge. He makes all the decisions. The other energy is, look, he's so used to doing things his own way that he may not consider a different way of doing something. Consider that. The star is a new beginning. It may be a new star that you're following. But that's just it. The opportunity comes in here with the Wheel of Fortune. But opportunities, they're just doorways. We get to do what we do with them. We have to walk through them. We turn that fate into destiny by our actions, by our choices. So whatever this is, the scale's being balanced. I kind of get a sense, I mean, think about it. It's Libra and it's Aquarius. It's Libra and Aries. Aquarius, what the hell? So the Emperor is the I, right, for Aries. Libra is the we. It's the we. So you have to know who you are, where you're coming from, before you can share that with someone else, before it can become a we. I know who I am. I have my own identity. I have my own kind of concept of who I am. And I'm ready to share that with someone else, to see the other side, to see what the other person is, the I that comes from the other person. So very much for some people, that could be seeing someone else's side of the story. That is, again, is for your own closure, for your own new beginning, for your own healing. And you don't even have to do that with that person. We can do that through therapy. We could do that through meditation. We can do that through epiphanies that we have. Something new could come in that looks so good. And there can be, you know, sometimes there can be conflict where we've loved someone so much or something so much, we've thought we're always going to love that thing. Then something new comes in and it throws us, because it's like, well, if I'm so attracted to this new person or this new whatever it is, then what the hell was that with the ex? I thought that was my one true love. I thought that was the thing that I wanted. So there can be that kind of conflict that's coming in here.